Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Poole Town. We're on episode 25 and we are early December, and the form recently hasn't been too bad. The form before recently has been atrocious. Can you see what I mean? Since the last episode, we finished with the 3-0 victory against Maidenhead, which coincidentally was our first clean sheet of the season. We went to play Chippenham and got destroyed 3-0. Corey Henry scored a hat-trick in the second half, 77, 89 and 93 minutes. We were terrible, could not score a goal. Then Woking paid us a visit and we were FM'd. They had one shot on target, we had about 15. We didn't score, they did. Jack Devlin with a goal after 71 minutes, and that's a second defeat in a row, and also a second game in a row where we didn't score. The third defeat in a row came thanks to Boreham Wood, a 3-1 defeat. Tom Smith opened up the scoring with a penalty. Russell Kingdon equalised late on-ish after 79 minutes, and then it all fell apart after the 90 minutes. Addison Garnett scored an own goal on the 92nd minute, and then Dan Turner scored in the 93rd minute, giving Boreham Wood the victory, which they really didn't deserve. And to make things even worse, I arranged a friendly against Bridport because we got knocked out of the FA Cup, and this would have been an FA Cup week, and we lost that as well. Bridport are a tiny little side, and we ended up losing 1-0 to Bridport, and we, by the looks of it, obviously I don't play friendlies, we played a full-strength side as well. However, on the return from the friendly, we did end up winning a game 3-0 against Weston-super-Mare. Ryan Broom, who you saw at the end of last episode, who has now officially joined, scored after 32 minutes. Kasheem Walton after 77, and Addison Garnett in injury time in the 93rd minute gives us a 3-0 win. Then up against Bromley, Addison Garnett gets on the score sheet once again, a 1-0 victory, 66 minutes on the clock, and we get ourselves 3 more points. And the final match that we played was against Bath in the FA Trophy third qualifying round, and it was a mess. It was another one of those games where we threw it away. We ended up going 2-0 down thanks to Dipo Akinyemi and Alex Smith in the 36th and 41st minutes. Walton then pulls it back after 60 and then 83 minutes gets the equaliser, and then we throw it away. Florian Balogun in the 85th minute scores the winner for Bath, so we're out of that. So the only thing we have to worry about now is the league. And as you can see from the table on the left, we're not too far off the pace. I'd like to be in the playoffs, but our 4 defeats in a row really have not helped us. So we're only 2 points off Welling. Hopefully, by the end of this episode, we beat Bath and we beat Oxford. We'll be back in there, maybe. It's optimistic. A few more bits of news, actually, just before we move on to the actual game. Matty Wichello, Luke Benbow and Al Bangura have all been released from their contract for various reasons. Wichello wanted more games, Benbow wanted more games, and Bangura just wasn't good enough anymore. Bath, we meet again. Literally, like a week later. They played us at home, they beat us, so hopefully at their ground we can return the favour. The starting lineup we're going to go for against Bath is as follows. Only one loan signing in the starting 11, which is the first for a very long time. Alexis Andre is that loan signing in goal. Back four of Andre Jones on the right, Tariq on the left, Garnett and Clinton are the 2 centre-backs. Ryan Broom, who's actually been pretty decent since we signed him, is the right winger. Matthew Neal on the left, Carvel and Duffus in the middle. Strike force of Kasheem Walton and Yanis Constantinou. We've got a lot of goals in our strike force. The problem is, we've also got a very leaky defence. Before we start the game, because we're away, I'm going to play on the counter. Hopefully, playing on the counter is going to... Wow, what's going on with those shadows? Is going to counteract their wanting to attack us, I guess. As you can see from the league table down there, Billericay are still running away with the league. They are 11 points clear of second place. So if we're going up, it's going to have to be through the playoffs. Corner for Bath. Compton takes the corner. Balogun's at the front post, and it's 1-0 already. I say already, it's half an hour. But that's the first highlight, and it's the first goal. And is the only highlight of the half. It is 1-0 at half time. I'm not quite sure what I can change here to make this a little bit more exciting. Maybe we change from counter to control? Is that a good idea? Let's try control. First proper highlight of the half then. Walton gets the ball. Tries to play Broom through. Doesn't quite manage it. Tariq to Clinton. Clinton to Carnell. Carvel even. I've had these players for how long? Neal in the middle to Walton. Walton to Constantinou. Constantinou's finally scored a goal. 55 minutes. I say finally. He's not been playing that much recently, and I'm not sure why. I keep putting him on the bench and never really bringing him on. Much better performance now. This is what we like to see. Get another goal, and let's actually pick up 3 points against the team above us. Highlight again this time. Looks like it's going Bath's way. Balogun is through on goal. The fullback should have closed him down. Didn't need to in the end. Andre saves the ball. Highlight starting with a free kick from Carvel. Header from, I don't know who it was. Was it Constantinu? We've gone and got a throw on. I think it hit the bar. Playing the controlled game seems to be working at the moment. We've gone a long way into the game and I haven't actually done these subs. Right, Kingdon is coming on. We're in the 78th minute. Carvel can come off because he's not having a good game. Aryan can come on as a box-to-box midfielder. Do we throw all the... Let's do it. Let's do it. What's the worst that can happen? Let's go overload for the last 10 minutes. There's a minute and a half left to go. There's no highlight, but everything seems to have slowed down. Okay, now there's a highlight. This is probably going to be the final action of the game. It is. It's a 1-1 draw. I'll take that. Away against Bath, that's a decent result. I've just seen we're not playing Oxford for a very long time, so I'm going to arrange a mid-season friendly against someone terrible. And when I say terrible, I mean I've gone for Monaco reserves. So apparently we're going to get $3,000 for it. If we win that, that'll be amazing. Chances are we won't. I've also signed a guy called Cameron Tutt, who he's a left back. He's a backup option basically. So it looks like we ended up losing 2-1. However, firstly we scored a goal, and secondly, look at the strength of this side that they put out. I mean, look at it. Camille Glick played like he's better than my entire team combined, and Zonzi, Etienne Capoue. Like, this result is ridiculous. And only 156 people turned up to see that. We've made another signing. Emmanuel Adebayi has joined, formerly of Wealdstone and Watford by the looks of it. Decent young central midfielder. He's not getting paid a lot. In fact, he's getting paid nothing unless he plays a game. We've finally made it to our game. For some reason, we were massively delayed. So, yeah, everyone else played, like, last week. But we're playing on the 21st of December for some reason. The starting lineup we're going to go for today against Oxford City is very similar to the usual. In goal is Andre. Back four of Kevin Foley on the right, Tariq on the left, Garnett and Clinton are the two centre-backs, Neil and Broom are the wingers, Carvel and Duffus are the central midfielders, Walton partners Russell Kingdon today, Constantinu drops to the bench, new signing Adebayi is also on the bench, Leshabala's on the bench, Andre Jones is on the bench, we've got two right-backs on the bench, let's drop Eccles. And let's put 15-year-old Mike Fromm, or is he 16? He's just turned 16 not that long ago. There you go, Mike Fromm's on the bench. Both teams playing a 4-4-2, always good fun. Team talk out of the way. Look at all these people here. It's not a lot, is there? First highlight of the game after 1 minute. Patterson on the ball. Ostler, long ball forward, doesn't get to his man. Tariq, Clinton, Duffus, Carvel. Back to Tariq. Tariq's been a very good player for me, even though his star rating I think is like 2.5 star for us. I don't want to replace him because he's been really good. Banton's in on goal. Zane Banton makes it 1-0 after a minute and a half. And how are we losing already? They've had one shot. Well, we've only been playing for a minute and a half. Goal kick for Pickering for Oxford City. Aims for the striker. Tariq doesn't get there, but Clinton does. Back to the goalkeeper, Alexis Andre. Running with the ball in his penalty area. Kicked it long now towards Kingdon. Kingdon heads it down. Neil's not going to get there. Patterson for Oxford. We're not tackling them. Brown. Neil closes him down. Doesn't really fancy it. DaCosta. Ball towards, and Tariq gets there. Back to Andre. Kick it. Thank you. Always get worried when we pass it back to our keeper. Harris puts it back into the penalty area. Tariq keeps it in to Kyle Clinton. Clinton can't control it and they're going to score. How many times have we made stupid mistakes like not being able to control the ball and they score from it? Free kick. DaCosta takes. Patterson's there. Tariq gets in the way and then gets the clearance as well. Ostler, though, keeps the ball alive for Oxford. Plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Is that not the end of the highlight? Whittingham. Ball forward. McEachran. Patterson on the volley, just wide. We're getting battered by Oxford. I'm going to go control. We're the home side here, so we should be trying to control the game. I don't know whether... Is that how it works? DaCosta with a free kick. 20 minutes on the clock. It's another attack. Oh, McEachran and Ellis Brown has made it 2-0. We are falling apart. This is a team that we should be beating. They're like mid-table. We're mid-table. They're probably better than us. Nothing's happening since the second goal. No highlights, no shots, no nothing. All the way to half-time, and we have been piss poor. Right, assistant, do your talking. Kevin Foley, you've been junk. We're bringing on Jones instead. We can't really do any other changes. Screw it. Let's go overload from the start. They ain't going to expect that. 15 minutes have passed in the second half and we're seeing no highlights at all. Nothing's happening. What can we change? Kingdon off for Constantinu. We've got one more sub. There's no real attacking options. Let's bring on Lesha Bella. Can you go to an attacking role? Maybe both of you? Try something. We've finally got a highlight just after the subs. Lesha Bella, Carvel. Carvel's through ball, Constantinu. I don't think he's touched the ball yet until then. He was offside. I saw the linesman had his flag up. This is going to be another game that we're going to lose, and we haven't really deserved to lose it. We haven't deserved to win, but to lose 2-0 is slightly unjust, I think. Corner for Oxford. It's 3-0. It's 3-0. We do not deserve to lose 3-0. Admittedly, I've played the entire second half on overload, but still. 30 seconds to go. We're not going to get anything from this. They've had a total of, I think it was like 7 shots and 3 on target, and all 3 have gone in. Constantinu takes it into the corner, crosses it to nobody. Carvel, edge of the area. 20 seconds to play. Jones to Duffus. Duffus, we're just getting pushed backwards. What's the point? Just blow the whistle. We're not going anywhere. That's a straight red card. Not even a foul, apparently. Got away with that. Full time, it is 3-0. And look at this. 9 shots, 3 on target, 3 goals. Why were we so bad? Aggressively, I'm not happy. And the team talk. Everyone looked fired up. Just defensively, once again, we were just poor. So with those 2 results, that does leave us down into 10th in the table, and this is just irritating. Look at this. We were doing amazing, and then bang, just drop off. Completely sat back in mid-table, and that's all we're going to do. We're just going to sit in mid-table for the rest of the season, finish 10th again, and then do the same thing next year. Next episode, I think we're going to go to February, so we're going to go all the way through January. We're going to do Chelmsford and St Albans. Chelmsford obviously sat 2nd in the table, so it should be a challenge. St Albans sat 17th, so they'll probably beat us 4-0. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with Poole Town. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.